Hi, I'm Robbie Millar, and this is Shadow. I was incarcerated for 12 years, and in the first 9 years, I was a part of the prison politics, and the last 3, I decided to change my life. And I was getting released like about 2 months before I was gonna get back home, and something in my heart told me to get a dog. So I called my mom and I'm like, Mom, let me get a dog. At that point, I didn't really understand rescue or anything. I was just gonna buy a dog off the newspaper or something. But luckily I had friends out here that were like, no, you need to find your local shelter or rescue to get a dog. So I was in California, and I looked up the local rescues, and I found MarleysMutts. Well, eventually, which would change my life forever. I was looking through their dogs, on their adoptable dogs, and I seen this girl in there, and she was in the desert with 3 other dogs, or 3 dogs counting herself, and they were in a black crate, abandoned in the mountain desert area, and one had died from hypothermia, and another dog that lived was Clancy. So I was like, hey, this dog was locked up. I was locked up. We could start off our lives together. About a month later, Shadow started coughing up blood. And I was on a work trip, and my mom called me, and I rushed home. So that day, I rushed her to the vet up in the mountains, and they were like, do you want us to run blood on her? And I was like, absolutely. The next vet was like, do you want us to x-ray her? And I said, absolutely. And they said, well, we found out why your dog is coughing blood. They found a .40 caliber, they didn't know at the time, but they found a .40 caliber about 1 centimeter floating in her lungs from her heart. So at that moment when she was going through the surgery was one of the roughest times in my life, because I didn't know if she was gonna make it, and the first 4 weeks was just so awesome with her. Like, she changed so much of me and exposed so much stuff that I haven't dealt with in so long, that I couldn't imagine life without her. So it was tearing me apart, and I was down there at the hospital spending the night, being there as often as visiting hours were, and she was just telling me, hey, it's gonna be all right, and I got you. And here we are today. Shadow has just been a true hero to me, because I was so lost and broken at a time, and I just needed something there in my life because I had a big void, and she has been there for me every step, every hard day. It still hasn't been an easy journey, but every day that I know that I come home to her, that her love for me has never stopped, and it grows every day.